Should you use emojis on LinkedIn? And if so, what for? Hey, I'm Sarah Clay, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you and tell you how emojis can be a really important part of your LinkedIn strategy. Emojis have been commonplace in our online vocabulary since the late 1990s. Did you know that there's even a World Emoji Day? It's on June the 17th. Emojis are a great way to convey an emotion really quickly, and we use them in our texts, in our emails, on social media. But why should we use them on LinkedIn, which is supposedly a business platform? As a visual person, I love using emojis. Hop over to my LinkedIn profile and see how I use them. I'm going to talk to you today about 5 ways that you can use emojis on LinkedIn. So the first way you can use emojis on LinkedIn is in your profile to make it more readable. So using emojis as bullet points or reference points in your About section is really going to help the readability of that section. So you do have a limited number of characters, 2,600, but you have an unlimited amount of white space. So make it easy for visitors to your profile to read your content by spreading it out and using emojis to separate the sentences and the paragraphs. Another way you can use emojis to help you on LinkedIn is to support your branding. And there's 2 ways that you can do this. The first way is to use the correct colours. So using your brand colours on LinkedIn consistently is really important to help you stand out on LinkedIn, because there are so many people on there at the moment. And if you can find some emoji shapes that match your brand colours and use those consistently in your posts, you're going to reinforce your brand colours. Lucky for me, there's loads of different shapes that are orange and purple. Another way that you can use emojis to reinforce your branding is by using one emoji over and over again. So choose an emoji that's relevant to your brand, use it consistently enough, and when people see that emoji away from LinkedIn, they'll think of you. It's a really clever way to use emojis to strengthen your brand message. A third use of emojis on LinkedIn is to avoid bots and protect yourself. So yep, sadly, there are some people on LinkedIn who use bots to target people on LinkedIn. And bots work by scouring LinkedIn for names. If you've got an emoji at the beginning or in the middle of your name, you're much less likely to allow those computer programs to be able to read your name. And if they can't read your name, they can't target you with spammy sales messages. A fourth use of emojis on LinkedIn is to add personality to our posts and to our profiles. LinkedIn is about building relationships. It's about people working with people. So it's really important on LinkedIn that we show our personalities. And that tiny little image can say so much about our values, about our beliefs and ethics, or just about how we're feeling that particular day. Finally, you can use emojis to increase the visibility and virability of your posts. Recent research has shown that if you use emojis in your posts, you're more likely to get reactions, and you can use up to 16 emojis to help this happen. That's a lot of emojis, but even using one emoji will help your post go viral. Before I go, I just want to introduce 3 little tips for you. Number 1 is beware of using emojis in PDFs, because sometimes they don't show and you'll just be left with a space. So do be careful about using emojis in PDFs. Secondly, when you're writing your LinkedIn profile, if you're running out of characters, you may want to remove some of the emojis, because each emoji counts as 2 characters. And finally, don't use emojis in the middle of sentences, because they're an absolute nightmare for people using screen readers. So only use emojis at the beginning or the end of a sentence. Do you use emojis in your LinkedIn strategy? I hope you will now. If you've enjoyed this video, click like, please comment and subscribe to my channel. I'm Sarah Clay. I help entrepreneurs and business owners leverage LinkedIn to get more business. See you soon.